Hey guys, welcome back. BGCR here. We're back with another online multiplayer video, and this video is a little bit inspired by the fact that for a long time now, Survivor has been giving us a really limited way of getting legendary gears.
Nothing except for Suicide Squad companion gears.
Yeah, so anybody starting out is not going to have the same opportunity to complete a roster and have as complete a collection. So this is a roster made of only characters that you can buy directly from the store and gear that you can get in the Gear Locker pack.
Right. So we've got Black Adam. He's geared for basic damage except for his own gear, which gives him a little bit of extra health, crit chance on special 1, and some life drain on special 1. You can see that Nightwing had basically basic boost, but he also has heal on special 1, so that they're both a little bit tankier, so that they can heal a bit, even though that's not necessarily the way I like to play them. But they're essentially geared 2 of the 3 slots for basic damage boost.
Yeah, and we do have these characters augmented. This is not meant to be a super easy to acquire team. This is just meant to be a team that you can guarantee that you're going to get if you put work in.
Right, and it's hugely effective. What I love about Black Adam is not only does he do a decent amount of damage, his special 1 is really good, but his passive makes him really tanky too. And there's sometimes strategically where I will bring him in to eat a special if I know that special is going to do 1 or 2 hits of decent damage, because then what we're going to get is a lot more reflected back. Better passive than, say, Aquaman's Reflect. I mean, he's missing a whole bunch of other benefits that the Flashpoint Aquaman guy has. But 200% is better than 40% special reflection. Now, Nightwing is there because, alright, so his gear gives him his 3rd ability for unblockable chance. He power drains, both with his special 1 and with Ra's al Ghul Scimitar.
That's a perfect amount of health to have been left with.
Exactly.
That was really lucky. Oh.
Yeah, but you know what? Oh. Yeah, you know what? This is still pretty good. So what you're going to see is that this fight is not going to be nearly as easy as some of our other ones. But, I mean, that's a function of the fact that these are relatively, I guess, lower tier golds if you're going to divide them up into the really great golds, the medium golds, and the not so great. Black Adam has low stats, but he's surprisingly effective because he's so fast. And what we're going to do is we're going to watch the first bit. So you can see, as far as battle points, you don't start off with maximum battle points, but you get there pretty quick. So the first fight, I think you're going to get 4,000, despite the fact that it's 2 golds and 1 silver. Oh, I should point out, Regime Green Lantern is our tank.
4,000. There we go.
Right. So he's our tank, and he's going to... So nothing really dangerous there. He's our
tank / power gen.
Yeah, so he's got a nice passive for the team. I mean, we've seen this before. Regime Green Lantern is great on almost any team. But because we don't have the best tank gears, he's got his own, which gives him the blocking ability. He's got static, which gives him a blocking ability, and 2 abilities that increase the likelihood of him reflecting specials. So he's there to eat specials if Black Adam isn't. And it's funny, actually. I typically like to make the teams unbalanced, right? Where you take their strength and just maximize it.
Ooh.
But in this
another Black Adam. It's funny, we don't fight a lot of them. It's telling that the times we do fight Black Adam, we have a Black Adam.
We have our own.
Yeah.
All right, so you know what? This is not really related, but what strikes me is, okay, so this Black Adam has no hair. And I don't know why it occurred to me now, but one time I was talking with a friend about Jean-Luc Picard in Star Trek The Next Generation, and he was saying, well, you'd think that far in the future they would have solved baldness.
You've told me about this conversation.
Have I told you this?
Can I tell you what the punchline is?
Okay.
You say, well, maybe in a society as advanced as that, they no longer recognize baldness as, like, an issue, the same way that we do.
That's right. Like, they've instead of overcoming baldness, what they've done is overcome the prejudice against people who aren't, I guess, traditionally or classically attractive, where a full head of hair is somehow representative of attractiveness.
Or just for whatever reason.
Yes.
Maybe when they're fitting into their full spandex bodysuits, the hair pulls.
So it's the advancement either in medical care or overcoming stigma and developing more progressive social norms. Okay, all right, so now you can see it's not responding, the screen, so let me pause that. if it'll even pause for
Oh
me.
my gosh.
Yeah, no, because you saw that, right? The touch on the screen was just
Yeah.
not even reacting.
Having some troubles.
We were having more. Yeah,
There
there
we
we go.
go.
Finally, it paused. I think the device might be overheating. I think we were going to need a new studio soon. But so
Yeah.
if with the right a bit of luck, you could actually either Black Adam or that was supposed to stun us, and it did not because we had already started our special. So effective, both Nightwing and Black Adam are effective. Both of them potentially could solo a team if they're not geared properly and they don't have particularly dangerous passives. But I think it's good that there's some duplication of ability. Yeah, but this is good because he's going to knock himself out. Well, he's taking out 2/3 of his own health.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't pay attention to stats, but I think he's got way more health than Black Adam did, right? So
Yeah, and also that was not bad for a first special for the Green Lantern.
yeah, so
You might take him out.
he's in line because he's Elite 10, right? I mean, again, all
Yeah,
this is
there
stuff
you
that's
go.
easy. There's a silver breakthrough, two silver breakthroughs every week.
Mm-hmm.
So again, like you're saying, it's not easy to get this team, but it's totally within everybody's reach. We don't need to rely on anything from Survivor. And all right, so 4,500. I believe the next one will be 5,000. What that means is once you get the last 4 fights at full maximum battle points, with the bonus is basically when you're doing an ultimate ladder, 60%.
Yeah. And you've lost out 2,000 battle points here.
Right. So it's basically 2,000 and 60% of 2,000. And what we're going to have is more than 90% of what the maximum battle points is on a 2 gold, 1 silver team. All of them stuff, the guys that you can buy in the store, only loaded with gear that comes from the gear locker. I think this is pretty effective.
Yeah, and I think that's a reasonable expenditure of time, actually.
Yeah. Right, so the strategy here when Rebirth Raven is on the team, I want to be in the middle of a multi-hit special when she tags in. And the good thing about this, all right, so her special one is only 2 hits. I can let him eat both of them. And she's basically taking out her own health. And because we'd already reduced their team by 1, I'm totally okay sacrificing Black Adam to do that.
Yeah, because it was basically a twofer.
Exactly.
And Nightwing is gonna be able to trade 1-for-1, or a little better than that. He's gonna be able to beat anybody with a 1-for-1 with a little bit of health left over for pretty much anybody we're fighting at this level.
Yeah, it's easy to overlook it, right? With the Gold Nightwing not having as good a passive as the Silver or the Bronze.
Yeah.
But he's really effective as with the tap combo, draining, keeping the other team from doing specials. And in a boss battle, which we demonstrated in the Arkham Origins boss Batman,
Yeah.
he's hugely effective when it's 1-on-1 and you don't have to worry about somebody tagging in.
Mm-hmm, for sure, because you keep their power real low
Yeah.
without much difficulty at all.
So I think it's definitely a fair complaint to say that because it's been since November, so we're talking 7 months now, that any new players have not been able to get any of the, on Android at least, haven't been able to get any of the really good gear.
Yeah, I think if it's been that many months, anybody who's been playing for longer than that is not a new player.
Perfect time for special
by
tier.
far,
Yeah.
right? I feel like any new player is working without it, because I don't think anybody older than that is still a new player at that point.
Yeah. So I knew that Scorpion had a multi-hit special one, so I didn't want to eat all of it because I knew that the last few would be unchecked.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So this is where his life drain comes in a little bit because his health is pretty low. Let's see how much health he can generate. So, but besides that, he's also got the health on special 1 because he is doing, I can't remember whether he had the bone spikes or the knives, the knife collection.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting to look at. These fights are definitely help remind you, I think, of what a little bit lower level play looks like.
Yeah, when strategy mattered a lot more. I mean, when you're talking about teams with sort of, great passives, high stats, and I mean, really, I'm thinking about the Flashpoint team, right?
Yeah.
Where they hit way above their weight class.
For sure.
Crit damage out the wazoo. So it's easy because it doesn't take a lot of hits, and all of a sudden the team that's matched against you by damage and health doesn't really stand a chance. And that's why our that weekly battle we do with the Flashpoint on our Q&A and T goes by so fast that we can do, 3 ultimate ladders in
half an hour.
in half an hour.
In the same amount of time it takes us to do 2 here. So yeah, the battle points that you get per fight ends up being not that much reduced,
Yeah.
but the time it takes ends up being the real place where you lose efficiency based off of what I would call the best teams.
All right, I was waiting for Arkham Knight Harley to come in so that I could tag out and play a little bit, because what I didn't want to do, we get lucky every once in a while and she doesn't do a bunch of hits on you, but this is perfect. So if I can just bring in Nightwing in time before she tags out and do... Oh, crap. Okay. What I was hoping to do was knock out Arkham Harley, but, second best is we're going to be knocking out... Well, maybe not.
Pretty close. Yeah,
oh, there we
you
go. Yeah. Oh, and we dodged a bullet there because we were finishing our special, so he couldn't have stunned us. Yeah, unfortunately, Flash has full health. He's about to do a special, so let's drain him. And if we can avoid... Now we don't need to...
Oh, easy.
I was thinking now we don't need to... When she tagged in, I thought now we don't need to worry about tagging in, but she had so little health it didn't matter.
Perfect. Just get him with another.
And then we can maybe...
Pretty much out?
Yeah.
Oh, not pretty much.
I was thinking that I might want to tag in Green Lantern to eat the special, but no need.
Yeah, I was thinking you'd just be dealing another hit or two, but we were good.
Yeah, so... I think with a little bit of creativity, you can have a pretty effective team. We're looking at now... All right, so we lose 2,000. We lose another 1,200 in battle points. All right, so this is going to be a little bit hard. Oh, no, actually, there's no Arkham Knight teammates. So we don't have to worry about Arkham Knight back row tagging in when we're finishing anybody off. But we have to be careful about Gaslight because we're vulnerable to getting stunned if we tag in.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. That's part of the reason why you want to have... I like to have the tank in the first slot or the basic damage dealer.
Yeah, one or the other. The good news about having either in the first slot is you do get to swap right off the bat.
Yeah. Now, I swapped just out of curiosity because I was wondering if that would register as any kind of damage, which it clearly didn't as a special damage when he was tagging in and got knocked around by Gaslight's passive. Ooh, that did not do a lot of... We didn't get much life drain out of that.
Yeah,
kind of disappointing.
That was...
Although that puts us in a good position to take care of Raven.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, silver lining, right?
That's true. We don't have to worry as much when...
She's fast.
When health exchange happens, yeah. Yeah, because now, even if the health gets swapped over, I think it... Oh, well...
So let's see if we get... Oh, actually, we healed a decent amount.
Never mind. We have to worry a little bit again.
No, we're not.
I guess, you know what? Back and forth. Just every time if we're taking damage, Raven's easier. If we're not taking damage, then I guess we're just closer to not dead.
Yeah. So we've got enough time. If Nightwing takes a bit to take out Batgirl, we can let somebody else eat the specials that Raven's building up, and then Black Adam will be the one to take care of it. Oh, that was perfect. There you go. Eat the special, maybe soften her up a little bit. But really, when you've got a tank whose main ability is blocking, that's what you have to do traditionally, right? With the old gears. Ooh, that was probably not the smartest thing. I gotta tag in Black Adam. I gotta wait her out. She's gonna build.
There we go.
There we go.
That's fine. Honestly, even if she swaps health with us here, takes some more damage, tries to whack us. Yep. I was gonna say, if she tries to whack us, she's knocked herself out, and she really has, huh?
Yeah, and she's close enough that one hit will do it. So we didn't even need somebody with a big one hit special.
We didn't need anything except basic damage. A single swipe would have killed her.
And that is how you do it.
There you go.
You have the patience for one more ultimate run just to prove the point. I remember when we used to do, a 5 battle ladder or a 7 battle ladder as a proof of concept, but I think this is actually a better proof of concept.
Mm-hmm, because 2 in a row shows that there's a certain degree of consistency too. Yeah. It's different from just success or failure.
Right, saving the one run that happens to be good and posting that up.
Yeah, because it didn't happen often. I think there was 1 or 2 teams, right, where they were hard enough that we actually did that, where it wouldn't be the first try.
Right.
You'd be learning a new team, or just something, you'd get an unlikely or unlucky matchup there would be some sort of issue, and we'd lose, and that wasn't like obviously wouldn't post a loss, but when we do a double like this, it shows that we don't actually have time to film that many of these.
Yep.
Right? What you see is what you get. We wouldn't be able to just do double after double after double, like lose on the last fight, right? 27 minutes down the toilet every time.
Oh, I should point out one of the reasons why Nightwing is so good and why we've always believed that he was good was because of his gear. It's got 3 offensive abilities for basic damage. The one that unlocks because it's him carrying it is, ouch. Ooh. Okay, so we don't want to leave him too late because that gear breaking effect lasts for a long time, if not the entire fight, at least a couple minutes, right?
Yeah.
But he's got 3 offensive abilities, and for the longest time there weren't a lot of gears that were
paired up like that,
Yeah.
thematically appropriate.
Yeah, and the unblockable chance I've always felt was pretty good because
Or sorry, not thematically, strategically appropriate.
strategic. That's right. Yeah.
Consistent, maybe? I don't know. I swapped out both words. Strategically consistent. Neither of the 2 words that I used initially were the ones that I was looking for.
That's fast, actually. 29
Oh, wow.
seconds.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Oh, and that's pretty balanced. Both got 130,000 damage, and same. So we got 4,000 battle points, I think. So you're basically getting 94% of the maximum battle points with an off-the-shelf team, and not quite off-the-shelf gears, but gears that you can get from the gear locker.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. All right.
That is.
Nostalgia time. Do you remember who your first gold character was? And I'm asking because I know what it was.
It was Blackest Night. It was Black Adam, not Blackest Night. I was gonna say it was Black Adam, and then it was the Joker after that.
Yeah.
In that order.
So I've always had a bit of a soft spot.
Not Blackest Night.
Yeah, Blackest. I've always had a soft spot for Black Adam because of that, right?
Yeah.
Because and after they fix his passive, originally when he came out, for those of you who haven't been playing since the beginning, his passive would only reflect the damage. It was an improvement when they changed it so it would reflect more than the damage given from specials.
Yeah.
And that made a huge difference as far as how useful he is, because now he's way more... Oh, this is perfect. See that? Let him eat it, because we know that for Superman, it's either a 1 or 2 hit special 1, and as long as he's got the 3 hits left,
Yeah.
we don't have to worry.
Yeah, I remember with Black Adam being amazed by the damage of his special 1 and feeling gypped by the damage of his special 2.
Yeah, because...
A second special power drain is not actually good.
I completely agree. When you look at, say, Antimatter Sinestro, who drains 2 bars on a special 1, or Nightwing that drains more than a bar, or Lex Luthor,
Yeah.
or Green Arrow. You're spending 2 bars of power, and this was worse before Tantu Totem, right?
Yeah.
So you'd be spending this precious power that you'd taken so long to generate
To prevent them from using a special, and if they already had more than 2 bars, when it would actually be useful for you to use it, it wouldn't make any sense for you to use it because you're spending just as much power as they are.
Yeah.
And they probably would have already used a special on you by that point.
And so you see an example here of why Nightwing is so good, because so his first special, 1 bar only cost, drains a bunch of power. But then if you happen to get 2 bars like we do here, and the other person's low, it's the perfect special because it will overlap, it'll hit more than one guy, it protects you from getting hit by somebody on tag-in.
Yeah.
So, although it might be tempting to use a special 1, I mean, he hasn't taken any damage yet, so the special 1, the heal is wasted. I'm way happier not going to be, oh, he blocked that. I did not think he
might
would.
get him most of the way. Not quite. Oh.
Yeah, but this is 1 hit. Her 1 hit. Oh, and I could block that because she was doing so...
And also it took her health off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Black Adam's really good because this is another one of those things where the explicit mechanic is separate from its function, where the reflecting damage is cool, but what it really does well is it's an interrupt. The next 3 attacks, unless they're specials, just totally stagger them.
Right.
Their attacks give you an entire unblocked combo.
Right.
And they take damage.
Okay, so this is the complaint that people have had, where the AI gets to complete their combo.
Yeah.
And we don't. And this shows you how powerful it is when you get to play like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of revealing, right?
Yeah, and you don't even need to block. Even if it's unblocked, you just totally wreck shot.
Yep. Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
a huge fan of Black
So
Adam.
they take damage once, and then they take more damage from you, pretty much unblocked. I think if you do it right away, you get it unblocked, right? With consistency?
Yeah.
Which is great. Ooh.
That was not a good look. Yeah, but she's done. Oh, alright, so now I really don't want to... If I'm going to tag in any time, I want to do it now, but I want to also keep him drained a little bit so that when Black Adam comes in, if he's going to have the power. Although, I mean, Nightwing has got almost full health. This is not going to be an issue.
Oh.
Oh, now I definitely don't want to take him out.
Oh.
Or not
Perfect
quite.
except for the block. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it does seem like in the later fights, the AI does adjust its frequency of blocking. It blocks more in the later fights than it does in the earlier fights.
It's possible.
Which makes sense.
It's possible that, and it's possible that's just confirmation bias. That in harder fights, it seems like they're blocking more because it matters more when they do successfully.
Yeah.
But you're right. It does seem like it, even if that's maybe wrong. I'm not sure.
Oh, this is beautiful. All right, so because we've got our protection there.
So he's gonna
Yeah, so he
take all
knocked
his
him, he
health
took
away.
his own health away, and just a touch, blow him over like a feather.
2,384 damage.
Good night, El Capi. Was that his name, El Capi? Good night, El Capi.
I don't know. Wasn't paying that much attention.
All right, so the other advantage of playing a team that's not quite at the top level, where you're overlapping almost the max battle points to the max battle points. Look at the variety of guys we're getting, and just as we were saying that, we got a top-loaded team of Cassandra King Batgirl, so she's way higher stats than us.
Yeah.
And the reason why the matchmaker gave it to us because the guy planned a team with 2 bronzes, probably intentionally, with a Solomon Grundy to be able to eat 2 big specials because there's a revive, right?
Yeah.
And I guess Cyborg is to be there so that if they were playing them offensively, they'd tag in Cassandra King Batgirl right away.
Yeah. Solomon Grundy. Whack.
Born on a Monday.
And
Yeah, that's it. And so does that... Oh, and she's got Astro Harness too. That's kind of a... I wouldn't exactly call it a dick move, but it's clearly meant to make it difficult for us.
yeah.
So we're going to have to take our time a little bit because she's going to have... All right, we got through the first invulnerability. There's going to be one coming soon. There's a second one. There's going to be one more. But this is actually a great way to buy time because Black Adam is interrupting every one of her combos. So we're not taking a huge amount of damage.
We didn't take much damage at all, actually.
Yeah, we still got one more if we wanted to.
Yeah, nothing that can't be healed up pretty...
But you know what's even better is just to take away her special. Oh, and here's her last invulnerability. So it comes down to time, right? It's not... I mean, we still got all 3 guys. It's not even one of the fights where we lose one of our guys.
Yeah, hopefully no revive. Oh, that's fine. Doesn't matter that much.
It really is just a stalling tactic. Astro
Yeah.
Harness, if you've got the right team... yeah, I think I was saying earlier, too. Normally, I don't want to have sort of well-rounded guys, and I usually focus on the one strength of each character.
Yeah.
And max it out and sort of overload it so that if they're a basic damage dealer, they are like the best basic damage dealer. It's all geared towards that. But we've got a team, I think, that maybe isn't as strong. Oh, this is going to be hard. They're going to have 3 revives, so it's basically like fighting 6 different guys with varying amounts of health.
Like
so
6 different guys if 3 of them were weaker.
Yes. So when you're fighting with a weaker team and you don't have such overwhelming power, then you almost have to maybe make each one of the guys a little bit better as an overall fighter, even though it costs you time maybe, because there's a good chance that somebody's going to get knocked out and you're going to need somebody else to take on the role.
Yeah. So this is 2 of the guys. Maybe
Ooh,
even...
got him.
Yeah, just 2. Oh, 2 and a bit. A touch extra damage. There's some...
Ooh, I want to drain him first. I don't want to get hit.
Fair enough.
That's part of the problem, right? Because sometimes it feels like I could probably get in a combo before and maybe drain with the Rousal Ghouls.
Yeah. Oh, crap.
Oh, yeah,
perfect.
but it interrupted it. That was fine. Ooh, that was too much. I thought I could get a hit in on the interrupt, and I clearly was wrong. So, all right, so this is a perfect example where we've still got 2 guys to face. We did a straight-up exchange, but Green Lantern's got not no, but low offensive potential. So we need to make sure...
gonna get him.
That's all right.
I guess that's the one way in which it is not insignificantly different from fighting more guys. Their power carries over, but also if you have them in a special, right?
Yeah.
There's no multi-hit special that can't hit somebody after a revive.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, so you're right. So they have less health, which is to our advantage. They will eat the last few hits of a special that usually get lost in the transfer between one opponent tagging in and tagging after somebody getting knocked out. But they have the advantage slightly because they carry over the power. That's actually a really good point.
Yeah, those are the ways in which it's similar and different, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, not much use of power drain here.
Yeah. It was
That's
just
okay.
but I think once he's down to 1-on-1, I would take Nightwing over almost anybody.
Yeah.
So we don't need to worry
Lone
about
bird, easy. Resurrect ain't gonna help you. Pachow.
that. Is it like pew pew? Pachow. All right.
Pop.
That feels like it might have been one of the harder ones. Yeah, more than a minute.
Yeah.
But you can see why it was so hard. Ooh, 400,000. I didn't realize Nightwing had done that much damage. But you see why it can be a lot harder when you're facing... I mean, we're looking at high-tier gold teams. They've got really good passives. They didn't demonstrate much, but they have... Batman was giving them a chance at unblockable special ones.
Yeah.
The revive from Hawkgirl. I mean, that's
And we got
some
one
tough.
last fight left.
Yeah.
Let's see. Not bad. These guys are gonna...
Yeah.
They're pretty good.
Yep. I mean,
We'll take 'em.
They outclass. I think every one of them outclassed us in stats.
Yeah. That's fine. No biggie.
But the variety's there, right? Like this is
Yeah.
we're seeing so many different teams with a different mix of both team members and gears.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a success.
Yeah, and it shows. We are fighting some people with like stuff like Astro Harness. We're fighting some people with better gear than us, better stats than us, and it's an off-the-shelf team. But
Yeah.
not only is it still doable, it's still fun.
Yeah. All right. So the reason why I brought in Black Adam instead of Nightwing was because Arkham Knight, not a lot of health, can do a huge amount of damage, and I didn't want to take a chance that he happened to get a combo like he would have, and the Black Adam's passive lets us interrupt it, so he's taking less damage than say Nightwing would have if we
Ooh, let's
missed.
kill him. Oh crap! Oh,
We'll
never
kill both
mind.
of them.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter too much. Oh,
Yeah. All right. So we didn't need to do it again, and we don't need to drain him, but because of his range, we wouldn't have closed the distance fast enough, and he would have gotten a free special in.
let's crack him.
Yeah, I want to drain his power. All right, and we won't this time. I was hoping to get the combo ender, but we won't. And it's a 2-hit special, so even if we...
3-hit.
Oh, that's true. So he took it all out, but because he's got more health, it looks like his bar didn't drop as much as ours, but it's still pretty good considering how much health he started with.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Real close. And are we in the weak guy to finish him off?
Yeah.
That's your
Alright.
aesthetic.
There we go. Well, he's not even the weak guy because he's Elite 10. He's actually
That's
on par
true.
with everybody.
You're bringing in the bronze guy, I should say, more accurately.
The silver guy?
Silver, sorry.
And that was even faster than the Blackest Night team.
Yeah, wow. 42 seconds.
And full maximum 5,000 battle points. We hit... Alright, yeah. And 19,800 bonus for completing our victory.
So there we go. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Komoda.